Hey, family, we are back. Oh boy, Skitlanta has had a lot going on today. We're gonna move over here to our boy Dalen with this whole drama with bouncing back and forth from Daja to Keisha. Um, this chick is saying that she got a baby by in college. She left and went on her business because she was pregnant, but she was so in love. This was the man of her dreams. Well, if he was, don't you think he deserved, and you thought that he was going to be so great one day? 16 years. You thought he's going to be so great. You wanted him to go live his life and take that opportunity away from him and his son to get to know each other. Listen, if you was fine with the fact of leaving, not letting him know nothing because you wanted him to be great, then why not tell him about his son? If he says, and say, I just want you to know you got a child, but please don't let this stop you from doing what you need to do. I will support you through that. You know, I'll take care of this child. We'll do it what you can together. Just go out there and make it happen. But I don't want to keep this from you. I don't want this to stop you because, if we gonna do this is, I want you to build for our future. And that takes sacrifice. So I'll hold it down while you go do what you want to do and do as much as you can. We're gonna deal with this together. Where there's a will, there's a way. She don't know if Dalen was gonna forget his future just to take care of her and the baby. And if he did that, you would be good with it anyway, right? At least you gave him the opportunity to know. And I guess she figured that Dalen was the kind of man that would have stood by her and not do what he wanted to do, as far as career wise. Let him decide that. Don't take away from the child knowing his father or Dalen knowing his son. If that was the case, because if he gonna run, he gonna run. But at least you got that off your chest and did the right thing. Because this still could have happened with his success in his career and still have his child. It still could have happened. Teamwork. But you decided to erase it all together. Is it really Dalen's or somebody else? And you said, let me go back to the good thing. Because evidently, maybe the guy, maybe you were seeing somebody else too. It's by this guy that turned out to be a criminal, and you like, I shouldn't have made that choice. I went for the bad boy instead of the good guy. Dalen never knew about this other person. So it didn't work. So you know what? I need help now. It's a struggle with this child, raising a teen. It's a struggle. So let me go back to the good thing and pin this on him. Well, if that's the case, Dalen, you better definitely not take her word for it and take a paternity test. Okay? Just don't claim anything like your boy. Take a test. So Deja tells Dalen he has a son. Let's see how this works out.
Hey,
You busy?
what are you doing there?
Um, I need to talk to you.
Okay, is everything okay? Come on inside.
Um, not really.
Sit down, please. What's going on?
Dylan, you know I've always loved you. And, you know, sometimes it was even more than I love myself. And when I left all those years ago, I just knew that you would do great in life.
Deja, listen, you don't have to keep dwelling on the past like that.
I don't know if I'm buying it.
I just really wanted you to win. And I'm glad to see that you did, but it's something that I've been meaning to. Dalen, I left all those years. I don't even know how to say this.
What?
After I say what I need to say, if you don't talk to me anymore, I'll understand.
Oh, here we go.
Deja, there's
I'll
nothing you can tell
understand.
me in
You
this
don't
moment
talk
that's
to
gonna
me
make
again.
me not
Girl,
talk to
bye.
you anymore.
You know he ain't gonna do that.
I left all those years ago because I had a baby.
You had a baby.
I had
Mm. You heard it right, Dalen. You heard it
Why
right.
didn't you say anything?
I'm so sorry.
Deja, you left out of my life.
Your future was so bright. I couldn't do that to you.
So you thought leaving with our child was the thing?
I'm sorry. Please.
So
What do y'all think, fam? You think she's sincere? You think it's real? Do you think she thinks that it really is Dalen's, but it's not? I mean, time will tell. I don't want to hear nothing about this. These long lost children. Mike went through the same thing. This chick came when the son was 17, 18 years old. Went through all of this. She said, "Oh yeah, you the father." You know, he was getting so involved with this boy. Next thing you know, took a test, tried to change it and lie, but come to find out, he wasn't the father. Boy told the truth. Boy lied, tried to change the paternity test to say that it was his. It wasn't. It wasn't. Are we visiting that whole situation? I mean, enough is enough with recycling these storylines. Is this Dalen child? Is it going to be? Was it going to be another repeat of what happened with Mike? I mean, enough is enough. Just before we go through all this emotion roller coaster, getting playing games, going through all this drama with the son, introducing them. Take a test. Take a test. We don't need to go through this yo-yo again. I don't have nothing to say about this. I just want a test to be done. Then we can prolong this with Dalen, see what goes on. But you know what's gonna happen? Keisha gonna find out because he's gonna mention to Keisha, guess what? I found out. Well, I guess he will. But you know, he sees her like a homie, so he may tell her. And then she gonna be like, this is so much like my friend's situation. It was something similar before. Now you telling me you just found out you had a son. Wait a minute. What is this girl? What is the baby's mother's name? Because my friend is going through the same thing. And I hope he tell her and she realize what it is. Something got to go on with it. Stop being a secret with Keisha, dealing with Daja and Keisha. We got to see something go on with that dynamic with the three of them. And now with this son. But because I want Keisha to be able to put some sense, because he's a goofball. You know, Dalen is such a naive, gullible individual, and he'll just roll with it because she was such a good girl back then, and he knows her, and he was so in love with her, so he gonna believe what she's saying. I don't even think he gonna even ask for a test, and then she gonna get the son involved, and then the son gonna go with what she said, gonna have an attitude. Can't have an attitude with Dalen because he didn't know. So you gonna get him involved. He gonna be even more rebellious if it comes out that Dalen's not his after they might get a bond. So please don't be a fool. Please don't be a fool, Dalen. And if you say something to Anthony, Anthony probably gonna say, get a test. Keisha would definitely say, get a test, because she like him. It's just a lot. This is just a lot. I don't want it to be another stupid storyline where we going through all of this without a paternity test. I just can't. Put in the comments what you think about that. Do you think that's what's gonna happen? He gonna go on for a period, believe in her without a paternity test, or do you think he gonna do it on his own, or somebody convince him, hurry up before you get attached to this boy? What do you think, family? Put in the comments.